Hello everyone, a very good afternoon to all of you. This is Ashwin Ramani, your research analyst at SBI Securities. I hope I'm audible and I hope you all are able to see my screen. If you all can give me a heads up in the chat box. अगर मेरी आवाज सुनाई दे रही है, स्क्रीन दिखाई दे रहा है तो आप मुझे एक बार चैट बॉक्स में कमेंट करके बता सकते हो so that I know you all are with me live in the session. Murthy ji, good afternoon. Sorry guys, I'm already late by 6 minutes today. Because there was also, one another parallel webinar that is running on our channel. So, we were figuring that out. So anyway, we were going to come little late, but I guess, we could run both the streams together. I think that is the news that I got. Nevertheless, guys, we'll start in the next couple of minutes. For the ones who are online, for the ones who are here, you all can let me know in the chat box, and then we should be good to go with the session. So, Murthy ji, good afternoon. Hardy ji, good afternoon to you as well. Others who are here, do let me know. We'll just wait for a couple of minutes, and then we should be good to go with the session. So I guess another day of choppy movement in the markets today. So I think we had a slight negative start, but from there on, I think we are seeing that the markets are under pressure at this point. Right now, Nifty is at 24,436. Yeah, dull markets. Let's start off with an update on the global markets first. So yesterday, if we look at the US market, so Dow Jones closed 0.51% lower. If you look at S&P 500, S&P 500 was down 0.08%. If you look at Nasdaq, Nasdaq was up 0.35%. So Nasdaq has relatively outperformed the other two indices yesterday. If you look at Dow futures, so Dow futures was up 0.12%. So we can expect a flat to positive start in the US markets today. If you look at the Europe markets, Germany was up 1.12%, London was down 0.69%, whereas France was up 0.34%. If you look at the Euro Stocks Index, that was down 0.10%. If you look at the Asian markets, all the Asian markets are in red, barring barring Nikkei. So Nikkei is up 1.85%. Whereas if you look at the other Asian markets like Hong Kong is down 0.9%, Shanghai is down 0.13%, Kospi is down 0.55%, Nifty is down 0.69, Sensex is down 0.73 as well. So our markets are clearly under pressure. Kal update towards the last 1 hour, we saw there was a nice short covering rally. We had Nifty's expiry as well yesterday. We had the weekly expiry. और एक स्ट्रॉन्ग शॉर्ट कवरिंग देखा गया था कल के लास्ट 1 आवर में. बट अनफॉर्चुनेटली वी थॉट आज वो फॉलो अप मूव आएगा मार्केट्स में, बट वो फॉलो अप मूव हमें दिखाई नहीं दिया है मार्केट्स में. नाउ इफ यू लुक एट even the broader markets, if you see mid cap is down around 1.04%. Small cap की भी बात करें, so small cap is also down around 0.68% here. Whereas if we look at Bank Nifty is down 0.65%. Fin Nifty is down 0.66%. So there is pressure both in frontline indices as well as the broader markets as well. And if we look at the global update, I think we know for a fact that since the start of August, so we just like have around 4 to 5 days. So Nifty is the worst performing global index. We are down around 1.2%. Whereas it's Nikkei, which is the best performing global index, that is up around 4.44%. अगर हम मैक्रो इंडिकेटर्स की बात करें, सो अगेन देयर इज नथिंग टू वरी ऑन द मैक्रो इंडिकेटर्स फ्रंट, barring the only thing that is a worrying sign for our markets right now is the USD INR. So अगर हम डॉलर इंडेक्स की बात करें, so dollar index took resistance around the 100 levels and it kind of came down. and right now it is below its 20 EMA. So I think the next immediate support for dollar index will be at around 97, whereas 100 is likely to act as a resistance for the dollar index. अगर हम गवर्नमेंट बॉन्ड्स देखें यूएस के 10 year yields, so yields is showing some mild pullback. I'm not saying it's a very strong pullback on the yields front, but there is a very small pullback with the expectation that Fed might go for rate cuts in their next Fed meet. So right now the US government bonds 10 year yields is at 4.25%. If you look at India VIX again, India VIX is trading in a range. I think there's a range of 12.5 and 10.3. So India VIX इसी range में घूम रहा है यहाँ पे. So there is nothing substantial that we are seeing in the India VIX here. But if we look at the dollar by rupee, so अगर हम देखेंगे, so dollar has been appreciating against the rupee here. So dollar is at 87.61, and one of the reasons why we are seeing FIIs pulling money out of our markets is the fact that the dollar is gaining strength against the rupee. So right now the dollar is at 87.64. So we ideally want the dollar to go down below 86.9, 86.5 levels. तब जाके थोड़ा सा एक कंफर्ट मिल सकता है हमारे मार्केट्स के लिए. बट जब तक डॉलर स्ट्रेंथ गेन करना कंटिन्यू करेगा, तब तक हमारे मार्केट्स में वो प्रेशर रहेगा, एंड तब तक वी कांट एक्सपेक्ट FIIs टू कम बैक टू आवर मार्केट्स, because in our markets where the rupee is depreciating, the FIIs will definitely pull out money from our markets. अगर हम क्रूड ऑयल की बात करें, सो ब्रेंट क्रूड अगेन $72 से रेजिस्टेंस लेके द प्राइस हैज काइंड ऑफ कूल्ड ऑफ, and right now it is at its previous support, which is at around $66 a barrel. So nothing much to worry on the crude oil front. So if it goes below $66, it's a good sign for us. But if crude oil jumps up from the current level and it goes above the 72, 73 level, then chances are that we might see some more pressure coming in our markets. But unless and until we don't take out $72 a barrel, there's not going to be much worry for our markets here. अगर हम गोल्ड की बात करें, so we are seeing some strong uptick in gold in the last 4-5 sessions. So gold had bounced from around $3,260 an ounce to it is at nearly about $3,400 an ounce. So we can clearly see equities थोड़े pressure में है, and money is kind of moving towards gold and silver. Similarly, even if we look at silver, so silver has we saw for a fact that silver took support from its 50 EMA, and it has kind of steadily bounced up. So silver is outperforming the Nifty. Gold is also outperforming the Nifty. So there is some buying that we are seeing in both the gold and silver. So right now silver is at 38.34, and it is expected to move towards 39.6, 39.8 levels in the short term. So if we talk about the macro indicators, it's only the dollar by rupee that is one worrying sign at this point of time. Hopefully when dollar cools off and FIIs come back to our markets, that is when we can expect the momentum to pick up. If we look at the FII positioning, so yesterday, yet again for one another day, FIIs sold in the cash market. So they were net sellers to the tune of 4,997 crores. And even in index futures, the net index futures had gone from minus 1,67,000 contracts to minus 1,73,000 contracts. There was the long short ratio largely remained unchanged. It was at 8.58% on 6th, and it had gone to 8.59% on 7th. Now, if you see the last 6 sessions, the long short ratio has been below 10. The last time long short ratio was below 10 was for 3 sessions. That was from the period from March 17 to March 20, 2023. And that was the time Nifty had kind of bottomed out. And the next 1 month, 3 months, and 6 months returns were positive. This is the time that I'm saying when the long short ratio had dropped below 10 and there were heavy buildup of shorts by the FIIs. This time also, so last time it was 3 days. Right now it's been 6 days that the long short ratio has been below 10. and we are not seeing any signs of bottoming out. But if history was to repeat itself, we might see Nifty bottoming out soon and moving up from the current levels here. Because when there is a heavy buildup of shorts, the chances of short covering can't be ruled out. And if short covering happens and FIIs cover their shorts, then chances are that we can see a very nice and swift rally in our markets in the near term. Now, if we talk about the key index levels, सबसे पहले हम शुरुआत करते हैं निफ्टी से. So अगर हम निफ्टी की बात करें, so yesterday Nifty, we hit an intraday low of 24,344, and from there on we could see towards the last 1 hour एक sharp short covering rally हमें दिखाई दिया था. बट अगर आज देखें तो आज हमें वो फॉलो अप मूव नजर नहीं आ रहा है. जो फॉलो अप मूव हम एक्सपेक्ट करते हैं एक स्ट्रॉन्ग रिवर्सल के बाद, जो यूजुअली आपका एक कंफर्मेशन कैंडल होता है. सो एवरी टाइम वी सी मार्केट बाउंसेस बैक फ्रॉम दी लोअर लेवल्स, नेक्स्ट डे वो फॉलो अप मूव नहीं आता है. मतलब वो मोमेंटम कंटिन्यू नहीं हो रहा है मार्केट्स में. आई थिंक दिस इज द थिंग दैट वी बीन फेसिंग सिंस क्वाइट सम टाइम. यू कैन सी यहाँ पे भी एक स्ट्रॉन्ग 29 जुलाई को एक स्ट्रॉन्ग रिवर्सल आया था, बट वो फॉलो अप नहीं मिला था. Then again, if we see, yes, 4th August ko, that we were hoping there could be some kind of pullback from the 100-day EMA, but we didn't get a follow up. Yesterday, after that short covering, we were expecting today the price will go up, but again, there are no signs of follow up move today. So you can see this level of 100-day EMA, which was earlier acting as a support here, has now started to act as a resistance. So on an immediate basis, I feel this level of 24,600 is likely to act as a strong resistance for Nifty. So as long as 24,600 is not taken out, the chances of an up move is almost ruled out. So we need a strong close above this 100 EMA. That is at about 24,600 is where we are looking for Nifty to close at. But अगर हम नीचे जाते, if we go below 24,320, 24,300, then we can go towards the 200-day EMA, which is placed at around 24,200 levels. ये जो levels हमने कल के session में भी discuss किया था, I think the next support for Nifty, if we fall from the current levels, will be at 24,200. So these are the levels that you need to watch. Now, if we look at the option chain, अगर मैं total OI की बात करूँ, अगर आप देखोगे 24,500, 24,600 में सबसे ज्यादा कॉल ओपन इंटरेस्ट है, which indicates that there is a huge presence of call writers or the bears at 24,500 and 600. And if you look at the change in OI, 24,500 में massive call writing आज देखने को मिल रही है as compared to put writing. और 24,600 में भी काफी ज्यादा स्ट्रॉन्ग कॉल राइटिंग दिखाई दे रहा है as compared to put writing here. And even if you look at the higher strikes, there is good amount of call writing there is going on, but put writers का presence almost नहीं है markets में. So looking at the current price structure and looking at the option data, seems अभी चांसेस काफी कम लग रहा है कि निफ्टी 24,500 के ऊपर आज क्लोजिंग देगा, अनलेस एंड अंटिल द डेटा चेंजेस इन द नेक्स्ट 1 आवर और सो. जैसे हमने कल देखा था काफी ज्यादा कॉन्सेंट्रेशन था, बट शॉर्ट कवरिंग के वजह से जब कॉल राइटर्स ने एग्जिट किया तब एक स्ट्रॉन्ग शार्प रैली हमें दिखाई दी थी. बट लुकिंग एट द ऑप्शन चेन टुडे, इट फील्स डिफिकल्ट. Looks difficult for Nifty to close about 24,500 because there's a heavy presence of bears at 24,500 at this point of time. If we look at Sensex, so let me open up the daily chart for Sensex. तो सेंसेक्स अगर हम देखेंगे कल सेंसेक्स ने हाल ही में इनफैक्ट 200-डे ये में टेस्ट किया था कल सेंसेक्स. तो ये जो 200-डे ये में लेवल था सेंसेक्स का अराउंड 79,860, 79,900. सो सेंसेक्स ने ऑलमोस्ट 79,800 का लो, 811 का लो था यहाँ पे. सो सेंसेक्स टेस्टेड दैट लो, फिर वहां से एक हमें बाउंस देखने को मिला था. But today again there is a follow-up move that is lacking in Sensex today. And today we are seeing that the index is down around 0.6% and there is pressure in Sensex as well. So Sensex is at a very critical point. Nifty का अभी भी 200-डे EMA around 24,200 के आसपास, and it's still trading slightly above its 200-डे EMA, if not slightly नहीं, मतलब थोड़ा ऊपर ही है, around 24. If you look at Nifty is at 24,450 while the 200-day EMA is at 24,200. Whereas if you see Sensex का 200-day EMA कल touch हो गया था. And if we go below 79,800 by any chance, then chances are that we can see a good selling pressure picking up in Sensex, which can drag the prices even further down. So 79,800 is the level that you need to watch out in Sensex, because it's a very crucial support area. That is where the 200-day EMA for the stock is placed at. And on the upside, जो एक immediate resistance होगा, that will be the 100-day EMA, which is the 8,800 level on the upside. तो जब तक आप 100-day EMA के ऊपर नहीं जाते हैं, जब तक हमें एक higher close नहीं मिलता है. So higher closes, if you look at today's candle, the high is 8,550. Unless and until we don't get a close above 8,550, chances of an up move is totally ruled out. So we need a strong reversal candle. We need a close above 8,550. अगर 8,550 के ऊपर हम क्लोज करते हैं तो हो सकता है हमें फिर से 81,100 81,200 फिर से जाने को देखने मिले. बट अगर हम 79,800 के नीचे जाते हैं, इफ वी गो बिलो 200-day EMA जो कि 79,800 पर प्लेस्ड है, then chances are that Sensex can fall down even further. And if we look at the option chain, Sensex की option chain की बात करूं तो हम देख सकते हैं यहाँ पे so around you can see clearly 8,500 81,000, they both have a very strong call writing. भले ही यहाँ पे 80,000 में right now Sensex is at 80,172. There is put writing at 80,000. That is what the total OI says. Now, if we look at the change in OI, so let me look at the change in OI here. Okay, so if I look at the change in OI, so I can see 80,000 mein, both call writers and put writers are kind of equally fighting it out. But it looks like today Sensex might take support around 80,000, or even if it comes to 80,000 and if the option data doesn't change, we can expect some recovery from 80,000 levels. But 79,800 on the downside will be the key level to watch out in Sensex. Now, talking about Bank Nifty, let me look at the daily chart of Bank Nifty here. अगर मैं बैंक निफ्टी की बात करूं, so yesterday bank nifty like Sensex moved up from its 200-day EMA, bank nifty has took support from its 100-day EMA और वहां से ऊपर चला गया था यहाँ पे. So I feel the immediate support level for bank nifty would be 59,970 54,970 54,950. That will be a strong support level for bank nifty because वहां पे उसका 100-day EMA placed है. But if we go below this level, if we go below 54,970, 54,950, then chances are that we can see at least Bank Nifty moving towards 53,500 levels in the short term. So it's very important कि Bank Nifty 100-day EMA के ऊपर sustain करे, Sensex को अपना 200-day EMA के ऊपर sustain करना पड़ेगा और Nifty को भी अब 100-day EMA के ऊपर जाना पड़ेगा. तो जब तक ये तीन levels cross नहीं होता है, तब तक तीनों indices में जो आउटलुक है that is sideways to bearish in all the three indices. Again, for Bank Nifty to move higher, we need a strong close. तो ये जो आज का हाई है 55,650, we need a strong close above 55,650 levels. थोड़ा सा एक रिवर्सल साइंस दिखना चाहिए, एक स्ट्रॉन्ग बुलिश कैंडल दिखना चाहिए, या एक कुछ कैंडलस्टिक स्ट्रॉन्ग कैंडलस्टिक फॉर्मेशन यहाँ पे बनते हुए हमें नजर आना चाहिए. So unless and until we don't get that, don't be aggressively on the long side in Bank Nifty. So their strategy has to be sideways to bearish. So these are the key levels that you can track in Nifty, Sensex and Bank Nifty. Now talking about the key sectors to watch, अगर आप देखोगे almost if we look at the heat map today, almost all the sectors are in the red, barring some few consumer durable space. तो अगर आप देखोगे the HDFC and ICICI Bank both are in red, the top two heavyweights. If you look at Reliance is also down around 1%. If you look at Infi is down 0.76%. Whereas if you look at Bharti Airtel is down 2.55%. So ये जो top 5 stocks है जिसका 40% weightage है, all these 5 stocks are in red, because of which Nifty is under pressure. If we see barring Techem in the IT pack, almost all others are flat to negative. Reliance is down. If you see, only Titan and Maruti is up, whereas the other auto counters are negative. Non-energy minerals की बात करें, so all the stocks are in red. Even FMCG, if you see, FMCG is flat today. Utilities में NTPC is up 2%. So there is no support from heavyweights. So there is no particular one sector that is doing well. But if I have to pick out some stocks, in this weak market, जिसमें एक positive price action structure बना हुआ है, So one of that stock would be Yatharth Hospitals. हमने यथार्थ हॉस्पिटल्स को आई थिंक काफी टाइम से हम इसको ट्रैक कर रहे हैं यथार्थ को. सो यथार्थ ने यहाँ पे एक अच्छा ब्रेकआउट दिया था 5th अगस्त को. इट वेंट अप, इट कंसोलिडेटेड फॉर अ कपल ऑफ डेज, and we are seeing some follow-up move that is coming in Yatharth Hospitals today. So it's at 710. So the immediate support could be around 655, 660 levels. So as long as it holds above 655, 660, the stock can outperform in the short term. So I think 655, 660 is an important support. If it goes below that, then chances are that thoda sa pressure aa sakta hai. But as long as it is above 650, 655, 660, the stock can outperform in the near term. The other stock that is relatively doing well in this weak market is Eclerc Services. अगर हम Eclerc Services की बात करें, ये जो previous high था around 3880 के आसपास, और यहाँ पे हमने फिर से 388 यही रेजिस्टेंस जो था 3880, वही लेवल से प्राइस वहां से नीचे गिर गया था थोड़ा सा. And then on 4th of August, we saw a breakout coming in. It broke that 3880 level and it moved up. फिर हमने देखा कि थोड़ा सा रीटेस्ट लिया. द प्रीवियस रेजिस्टेंस नाउ एक्टेड एज अ सपोर्ट फॉर Eclerc, and we could see some reversal signs from the retest zones. So it's very important for Eclerc to be above 3880 levels. If it is able to sustain and if it moves above 4200, then Eclerc is also one stock that can do well in the coming days. Apart from that, one other counter that is doing well in this weak market is Lalpat Labs. तो अगर हम लालपत लैब्स की बात करें, सो लालपत लैब्स में भी एक अच्छा ब्रेकआउट आया था हमें. तो ब्रेकआउट के बाद लालपत लैब्स ने यहाँ पे रीटेस्ट लिया था. रीटेस्ट के बाद वी गॉट अ बाउंस. सो दिस लेवल ऑफ 3030 वाज द रीटेस्ट जोन. And last, if you look at the last 6 trading sessions, it's been consolidating in a range. So if we get a strong close above 3225, 3230, then chances are that even Lalpat Labs can do well in the coming days, with around 3030 acting as a stop loss or the support level for the stock. One sector that is relatively, doing well since the last 3-4 sessions is the PSU space. And if I have to pick out one stock from the PSU space, it will be India Bank. अगर हम Indian Bank की बात करें, so Indian Bank has been consolidating in a range. So you can see this is a strong resistance level for this stock. So the level of 660. So there was resistance once, twice, and thrice, and now the price is trading near its resistance. So if Indian Bank goes past the 660 level, then chances are that we can see some outperformance in Indian Bank as well. So these are the stocks that are relatively doing well in this weak market. So Indian Bank is also one stock that you can keep in your radar. The one other stock that is doing well is Cummins India. तो अगर हम Cummins India की बात करें, so we had a breakout यहाँ पे about 3420. Then breakout के बाद we could see a long phase of consolidation here, and we got a breakout from this consolidation phase yesterday, and today Cummins India is up nearly about 5%, and you could see that today's buying has come with a lot of volumes as well. The RSI has moved towards 75. So chances are that even Cummins India can outperform in the short term. The immediate resistance would be around 3925. If it is able to take past 3925, then we can even see 4150 levels in at least short to medium term perspective. So these are some stocks that are doing well. Now there is one stock that is relatively underperforming. Now, okay, before I go to the okay, I'll come to this part. So one sector that is relatively underperforming is your realty space. So अगर हम realty by Nifty का ratio chart देखें, so काफी टाइम से एक underperformance दिखाई दे रहा है realty space में. तो अगर हम देखेंगे शोभा की बात करें, सो शोभा एक 1720 का हाई बनाने के बाद एक सेलिंग प्रेशर देखने को मिल रहा है शोभा में. तो इसका एक इंपॉर्टेंट सपोर्ट होगा 1455, 1460 लेवल्स के आसपास. But if we go below 1450, 1455, then chances are that we can see more selling pressure in this counter. So the chart structure looks slightly weaker for Shobha at this point. The other stock that is looking weak from the realty space is your Godrej Properties. तो हम गोदरेज प्रॉपर्टीज की बात करें, यहाँ पे एक अच्छा ब्रेकआउट मिला था, बट इट टर्न्ड आउट टू बी अ फेक ब्रेकआउट. And I feel the next immediate support for Godrej properties would be somewhere in the range of 1900, 1915, because that is where the major support for the stock is placed. So chances are that it can maybe correct another 100 points from the current level if the fall continues. Maybe if it goes below 1900, then the fall can continue even further. So both Godrej Properties and Shobha both are relatively underperforming the markets at this point. Okay, the one ratio chart that I wanted to discuss is Nifty by gold. So if we look at Nifty by gold's ratio chart, so we can clearly see that Nifty is underperforming and gold is outperforming here. एंड एक मेजर सपोर्ट ब्रेक किया है निफ्टी बाय गोल्ड का रेशियो चार्ट में, which indicates that the money is slightly moving towards gold and silver away from equities. So this is one sign that you need to keep in mind, and we could see that gold and silver, both these uh, gold and silver are seeing some kind of buying since last 4 or 5 sessions, and clearly the equity markets are under pressure. So we'll have to wait and watch if this outperformance in gold will continue, because अगर गोल्ड में आउट परफॉर्मेंस आ रहा है, देन मे बी शायद एक्विटीज में थोड़ा और प्रेशर और टाइम तक देखने को हमें मिल सकता है. So nevertheless, this was all about today's bid market session, guys. I hope it was informative. If you have any queries, any doubts, do let me know in the chat box. We'll open up our question and answer session now. So अगर आप कुछ queries हो, कुछ doubts हो, आप मुझे बता सकते हो. And let us open up the question and answer session. So I could already see there are some couple of queries here. Shobha ji is asking, sir, मेरे पास लक्ष्मी इंडिया फाइनेंस है, प्लीज सजेस्ट मी क्या करूं. If you you are having Lakshmi India Finance at 159. गुड. आई थिंक आप 140 के आसपास एसएल ट्रेल करके इसको होल्ड कर सकते हो, बिकॉज एक अच्छा रिवर्सल यहाँ पे दिखा है. भले ही लिस्टिंग के बाद थोड़ा नीचे आ गया था, बट लास्ट 2 days वी आर सीइंग सम गुड रिवर्सल इन दिस काउंटर. सो अराउंड 140 के आसपास एसएल रख के आप इसको होल्ड कर सकते हो, शोभा जी. अनुराधा मैम इज आस्किंग फॉर बीपीसीएल. सी बीपीसीएल आई वुड से थोड़ा सा अवॉइड करना अनुराधा जी, बिकॉज ऑयल एंड गैस भले ही थोड़ा सा अभी प्रेशर में है, इट इज relatively underperforming Nifty. But one good thing is the fact that we are seeing some bounce from the 200-day EMA levels in BPCL. So wait for one more day, because ये यहाँ पे 200-day EMA से एक अच्छा आज रिवर्सल हमें देखने को मिला है. अगर कल फिर से ये हाई के ऊपर क्लोज होता है 320 के ऊपर, देन आप एक चांस ले सकते हो विद एन एसएल अराउंड 305, 307. So just wait for one more day, confirmation मिलने दो यहाँ पे, and then maybe you can consider this stock. NSDL, yes आकाश जी, definitely hold NSDL because जब इतना अच्छा ट्रेंड में है, आपको 900 के प्राइस में मिला है, so don't exit. Maybe अगर आपको exit करना ही है, पार्शियल बुकिंग करना है, तो आप एक 1155 के आसपास आपका स्टॉप लॉस आप ट्रेल कर सकते हो. मे बी जो आज का जो लो है, आज का जो लो है 1140 है. सो आप 1140 के आसपास ही आप एसएल ट्रेल करके यू कैन होल्ड इट. आई थिंक चांसेस आर दैट ये थोड़ा मे बी अराउंड थोड़ा सा एक प्रॉफिट बुकिंग आ सकती है ऊपर जाके, कंसिडरिंग इट हैज रैलीड अप अ लॉट. But what I think you can do is rather than exiting at the current level, you can keep trailing your stop loss, ताकि आप ट्रेल करते जाओ जितना ऊपर जा रहा है, you keep trailing it. अभी के लिए आप 1140 में आप ट्रेल कर सकते हो. Viray ji is asking for my view on Kajaria Ceramics. Yeah, it's very good, Viray ji. Kajaria is good. कजरिया हम देखे तो काफी हेजिटेशन था 20-day EMA के आसपास. फिर फाइनली कल ये रेंज ब्रेक हुआ और आज एक स्ट्रॉन्ग फॉलोअप मूव देख रहे हैं हम, और आरएसआई भी काफी पॉजिटिवली ऊपर की तरफ चला गया है. So I think you can consider with 1190, 1200 as a stop loss or support for the stock, and chances are that Kajaria can do well in the coming days. So the chart structure is looking positive. At least a weak market में काफी strong price action structure है Kajaria Ceramics का. ठीक है. Anuradha ji is asking for bell rise. Bell rise you can continue to hold. सो अगर आप बेल राइस में पोजीशन से भी आप 125 में एसएल को ट्रेल करके आप इसको होल्ड कर सकते हो. बिकॉज भले ही लिस्टिंग के बाद थोड़ा नीचे चला गया था, बट देन इट हैज रिकवर्ड फ्रॉम दोज लेवल्स. सो अराउंड 125 इज वेयर यू कैन trail your stop loss and you can hold on to. What about MNB engineering? Should I hold MNB? Can you help me with the symbol, Ankit ji? ये लिस्ट हुआ है कि नहीं? एमएनबी कभी हुआ है लिस्ट? ओके, एम एम एमबीएल. ओके, दिस इज द गुड. आई थिंक यू कैन कंटिन्यू टू होल्ड. आई थिंक इवन एमएनबी इंजीनियरिंग अगर आप देखोगे 7 अगस्त को लिस्ट हुआ था. टुडे इज अप अराउंड 16%, कल अराउंड 2% ऊपर था. मे बी ये कैंडल के हाफ के आसपास अराउंड 440 450 के आसपास आप एसएल थोड़ा ट्रेल करके यूज ट्रेलिंग एसएल. अंकित जी, आई थिंक डोंट एग्जिट. मे बी अगर आपको एक ही लॉट लगा है, मे बी इफ यू वांट टू बुक सम पार्शियल क्वांटिटीज आप बुक कर सकते हो, और जो बाकी है उसको आप ट्रेल करके यू कैन होल्ड इट फॉर सम मोर गेन्स. अमित जी, कॉल ऑप्शन 24 450. आई थिंक निफ्टी में कॉल थोड़ा सा मुश्किल लग रहा है अभी. सी द ट्रेंड ना इतना स्ट्रॉन्ग पॉजिटिव नहीं है अमित जी. यहाँ पे अगर मैं 24 450, लेट मी सी कि व्हाट इज द डेटा इंडिकेटिंग. 24 450, लेट्स सी, जस्ट अ सेकेंड. आइडियली कॉल साइड पे आज ट्रैप हो जाओगे आप. एक मिनट. सी 24 450 पे भले ही थोड़ा सा अभी कॉल राइटर्स हैव स्टार्टेड टू एग्जिट और पुट राइटर्स अपना प्रेशर डाल रहे हैं, तो जब तक ये पूरा क्रॉसओवर नहीं मिलता है आपको हमिद जी, तब तक आप होल्ड करना. डोंट गो फॉर 24 450. हाँ, बट अगर ये क्रॉसओवर मिलता है वेयर कॉल राइटर्स अपना पोजीशंस एग्जिट कर रहे हैं और पुट राइटर्स ऊपर की तरफ चले गए, जब वो होता है तब आप छोटा सा एक चांस ले सकते हो. ये देखो, ये प्राइस एक्शन स्ट्रक्चर काफी वीक लग रहा है मुझे, तो इसके लिए मैं कॉल ऑप्शन थोड़ा सा अवॉइड करने बोलूंगा एट दिस पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम. तो थोड़ा सा देख ले. आई थिंक 24 450 में इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट कि कॉल राइटर्स अपना पोजीशन एग्जिट. ये देखो, अभी कॉल राइटर्स ऊपर चले गए, पुट राइटर्स नीचे चले गए. आई वुड से अवॉइड कॉल ऑप्शन अमित जी. 24 450 का कॉल ऑप्शन मत लो, बिकॉज वो बुलिशनेस दिख नहीं रहा है, डेटा में भी नहीं दिख रहा है, वो प्राइस एक्शन में भी नहीं दिख रहा है दिस पॉइंट. हाँ, जेंटेक सपोर्ट जोन, चंपा जी इज आस्किंग. ये सर्किट लगता है इस काफी टाइम में ये स्टॉक्स में अराउंड 5% का. सो आई वुड से थोड़ा अवॉइड करना ही बेटर होगा. बट आई फील दैट सपोर्ट जोन फॉर जेंटेक इज अराउंड 1300 1305 लेवल्स, बिकॉज उसका प्रीवियस स्टॉप लॉस इज प्लेस्ड अराउंड दीज जोन्स. सो 1305 इज दी सपोर्ट लेवल. यहाँ से अगर आपको कुछ एक अच्छा स्ट्रॉन्ग रिवर्सल मिलता है, देन इट कैन बी पॉजिटिव. But if you're not seeing any reversal, unless and until you don't see a reversal, it's better to avoid. When is the right time to use leverage? I think there is no right time to use leverage or so, Arishji. I think you can use leverage if you are confident of holding on to that stock, if you have strong conviction that the stock will do well. So in those cases, I think you can go for leverage. बट अगर आप थोड़ा सा भी डाइसी हो, आई वुड से ट्राई टू अवॉइड लेवरेज एज मच एज पॉसिबल अनलेस एंड अंटिल यू आर वेरी श्योर. एटलीस्ट ऐसा मार्केट में तो लेवरेज यूज करना नहीं. लॉट ऑफ पीपल माइट थिंक काफी सारे स्टॉक्स इतने नीचे आ गए, चलो उठा लेते लेवरेज लेके, क्या पता यहाँ से राइज हो गया तो काफी 4x बढ़ जाएगा ऐसे. सो इट्स नॉट अ वाइज थिंग टू डू एट दिस पॉइंट. So let the market stabilize a little, Arish ji. Let the trend be clear, because at this point of time the markets are uncertain. कभी ऊपर कभी नीचे, कभी न्यूज आ जाता है. So those times में even if you have a very good conviction about your stock, you might get trapped there. So it's better थोड़ा सा मार्केट में क्लैरिटी आने के बाद then you can choose your stocks wisely and maybe not use leverage for all the stocks, maybe for select counters जिसपे आपका conviction strong है, वैसे counters में you can definitely use leverage. NMDC is kind of consolidating right now, so I would say avoid at this point. Maybe 73 के ऊपर जाता है, then you can consider 73, 74. And on the downside, 65, 66, sorry, dollar नहीं, rupees है, 65, 66 के आसपास, that will be a strong support for NMDC. Premier Energies. See, if I look at Premier, the trend is down. I think next support is at 962. अगर ये 960 तोड़ता है तो हम 915 920 देख सकते हैं. So थोड़ा सा वीक लग रहा है. So on the upside we need a breakout above 1130 1140. So avoid Premier Energies for now, अनुराधा जी. अगर आप है तो 960 का स्टॉप लॉस लेके आप होल्ड कर सकते हो. श्रीराम फाइनेंस शॉर्ट कर सकते हैं क्या? आई वुड से थोड़ा सा ये लो को जाने दो. ये वाला जो लो है ना, इसका एक इम्पोर्टेंट जोन है 595 वंस दिस जोन इज टेकन आउट, आई थिंक दैट कुड बी अ गुड शॉर्ट लेवल, सचिन जी. बिकॉज अभी भी वो 200 के आसपास है, तो कभी ना कभी शायद एक रिवर्सल साइंस आ सकता है. बट वो नीचे की तरफ वो जो मेजर सपोर्ट जोन है यहाँ पे 600 595 का जोन अगर तोड़ता है, दैट कुड बी अ गुड स्ट्रॉन्ग शॉर्ट लेवल फॉर श्रीराम फाइनेंस. EPAC durable. Bale, there is good signs of stock coming out of its consolidation phase. I would say, Ankit ji, wait until we get a break above 420. या 420 415 के ऊपर एक strong closing मिलता है. I think that is the time you can consider with a SL of 375 380. You have to manually put in SL, चंपा जी. अगर मान लो आपने कुछ 100 रुपए का स्टॉक लिया और आपने SL डाला है 50 रुपया और वो 100 बढ़ गया 120, तो आपको SL को जाके मॉडिफाई SL करके ऑप्शन आएगा, वो 50 के जगह आपको 70 करना पड़ेगा. सो यू हैव टू कीप मॉडिफाइंग योर स्टॉप लॉस इन योर ऐप, एंड दैट इज हाउ यू कैन ट्रेड योर स्टॉप लॉस. Is SEBI considering to impose more restrictions? I have no news regarding that, Murthy ji. I think वो speculation ही चल रहा है अभी. There are rumors going around saying weekly expiries में थोड़ा सा restrictions आ सकता है. But again, SEBI has claimed that news as baseless. So unless and until we don't have any official announcement from the SEBI, it's better to avoid any type of speculation at this point. Nothing that I'm aware of. So we'll have to wait and watch. Okay, so I hope today's bid market was informative, guys. So today was the last trading day of the week, and I'll meet you again directly on Monday for the next mid market session. But before that, today at 4 o'clock, guys, we have one webinar which is on ABCD harmonic pattern. So I'm looking forward to your presence in that webinar, guys. So it is happening today at 4 o'clock, 4 to 5. We are going to learn about ABCD harmonic patterns. So that will happen on SBI Securities YouTube channel as well. वहाँ पे आपको लिंक मिल जाएगा. So आप जरूर आना उस सेशन के लिए. एंड अगर थोड़ा सा इफ पॉसिबल डू ब्रश अप ऑन लास्ट वीक्स वेबिनार जहाँ पे हमने फिबोनाची रिट्रेसमेंट और एक्सटेंशन डिस्कस किया था. मे बी आप फास्ट फॉरवर्ड करके देख सकते हो. थोड़ा सा ब्रश अप हो जाएगा कि फिबोनाची रिट्रेसमेंट एक्सटेंशन क्या है. अगर आपने नहीं देखा हो वेबिनार तो आप फिर से देख सकते हो, ताकि आज का जो सेशन जो 4 to 5 है वो एकदम आसानी से आपको समझ में आ जाएगा. ठीक है, until then take care, stay safe. I'll see you at 4 o'clock today, guys. Bye guys and take care.